everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope you're doing fabulous. I'm doing amazeballs, and as you can see from the title, I'm here to do a review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Please be sure to like this video and leave your comment below to let me know what you thought about this episode. Last week it was the pajammy jam and a bunch of shit went down. So it picks up with the jammy jam. Apollo was still hooked, ripping off his microphones, and his chest is all pulsating, and I was like, ooh. But at the same time, I was like, you stupid. Brandon and his titties and his Red Riding Hood PJs. What is going on? What is going on? Why are y'all still fighting? Then you had Natalie, Chris, Phaedras was giving me Cicely Tyson. Apollo, stop that, Apollo. You stop that right now, Apollo. I was like, what? Why did Chris look like he smoked a blunt in between the fighting session? Because he was like, Portia left. She was like, this is some hood shit, and these spirits, the devil is busy. I was like, how you gonna put... So they're all sitting down trying to figure out what exactly happened, trying to calm everybody down. Chris and Natalie, they're trying to heal the world. Michael Jackson, we're all gonna make this world a better place. And all I said to Kenya was, and here goes Kandis, she said, well, since we're putting everything out into the air, what were you talking about with Todd? Child, then it went south from there. Natalie, girl, just don't come around no more, baby, because every time you just get shut all the way down. Natalie, she's trying to speak her piece like she's been doing for the past 50 episodes. And Cynthia, she comes in, and you know Cynthia, she be like, oh my god, juice. She's trying, and she's a talker with her hander. I'm trying to do better because I'm a talker with my hander, but I'm short, so I have to, just in case. Boop, 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 boop. As a fellow shorty, I understand where Kandi was coming from. She was like, boo boo, don't you put your hand in my face, boo. Don't you do that, because I see that as a threat. If you are 5'5" and under, and I'm a fellow 5'2"er, 5'2", 5'3", you see that as a threat. I see it. I understand, Kandi. I feel your pain, girl. We here. Kandi was like, nah, bro, you better back up. And Cynthia was like, well, let me talk to Todd. And Todd was looking at his face like, Uncle Ben came in after eating some cheese outside, I guess, and he was like, what's going on? What's going on in here? And Kandi was like, where the hell you come from? And then he directs everything to Todd. He's like, you know the rules, bruh. Kandi was like, what you talking about? I guess that was some type of man code. He should have pulled him aside and was like, yo, what's going on? Or he should have hushed. Uncle Ben, sometimes he does the mostest with the hostess. And Cynthia, you were being messy, boo. You were messy with Natalie, bringing up everything about what happened with Todd. Just straight messy. You have Todd, Kandi. Then on the other side, you have Uncle Ben, Cynthia, and Mallory. So Cynthia's up in here with Uncle Ben. Then you have Mallory over here to the side. She's the referee, I guess, so she was ready. So all of a sudden, Todd is like, nah, bro, you better back up. And here comes Mallory. She wants to push as well, but she ends up pushing Kandi Cane. Ooh, Lord, I just wanted Kandi to just get a piece of Mallory. Or maybe Mallory was just gonna karate chop her in the throat. We don't know who would have had the upper hand, but I just really wanted the ish to go down. But nothing happened. They just pushed them all over to the ends of the room. Mallory was like, I would beat her fucking ass. The way she said it, it was just hilarious. Then she had the nerve to look in space. And Kandi, I agree with Portia on this one. Kandi, she had like this fire craze in her eye. Y'all remember on Mortal Kombat when it was time for you to turn into somebody else and you would start spinning? That's what Kandi looked like. She was like, I drag you in this bitch. Like, they couldn't put her weave down, nothing. I felt scared my own self. I was like, oh hell, that's the type of chick you need with you if you were in any type of situation. She will handle it, scare everybody to death. I will drag you in this bitch. Todd and Peter were trying to figure everything out, and it's all right, bro. Okay, pound it. Okay, watchdog, bow wow. Kandi was like, nigga, I'm ready to go. And he was like, it's okay, boo-boo. It's all right. Do you want me to make you a sandwich? I'm ready to go, Todd. He was like, okay, yes, ma'am. He the whole time, what is going on? What? oh. The whole time, that's all Nene was doing. Oh, oh, oh. So it's the next day. Everybody is at their respective homes talking about what happened the night before. So Kandi and her assistant and Todd, they're all discussing what happened. Well, when I said, well, Todd, everybody's titties was popping out. And her assistant was like, you acted just like your mama. Nene, she can't be at her own house. She got to go over to Cynthia's home so that they can discuss everything. Brandon comes over to Kenya's. Child, he has on his bodyguard shades. She like, nigga, what you got on them sunglasses for? He's like, look at my face. Look at my face. Look at it. And that was a little nasty bruise. Ugh. So they go over all of his bruises and she's like, oh, my baby. Kenya acting like she don't know nothing that happened. I loved how Cynthia was mocking Kandi. I'ma kill you. It was hilarious. But you can tell Cynthia was low-key kind of scared. I do love that Kandi was like, I feel bad and I feel embarrassed. Like, it shouldn't have happened like that. But I don't blame her. I'd have turned into the Hulk too. But at the same time, she tried to be calm, but then it escalated. Especially when you put your hands on somebody, when there's pushing, shoving, when you doop somebody in the head. I mean, all of that, when you put your hands on somebody, somebody turns into a different person. I swear, the nicest people, it can go from sugar to shit in 5 minutes. Brandon pushed over the police report to Kenya. Cracked my rib, automatic felony. He was like, I'm not gonna do it because I think about Aiden and I think about that newborn. And Kenya was like, yes, honey, but if I were you, ooh, he'd be back in jail, back in there. So we finally go over to Phaedras' house. I'm sorry, Phaedra and Apollo's. We finally get over there and Phaedra's just sitting there like, Jesus Christ, I just want to study for my exam. I didn't want to do all this. And Apollo's like, you know, babe, last night was ridiculous. And she was like, well, what happened? And he was like, I was coloring, right? And when I started coloring, Brandon had fell on the beanbag. And then I was trying to pick up my crayons and tie my shoe. But then when he had pushed me and then we were doing the electric slide and then I nay-nayed on him. And it was just a lot. But I'm sorry, baby. I love you. She was like, what the fuck? I so agree with Phaedra. He's a pretty face, honey. He is something beautiful to look at. But up here, something is not clicking with Apollo. No, he's not answering. He's not available to take any calls right now. That number is disconnected. We can't get through. Kandi has an open casting call for her, I can't remember what the name of the play is, but she has one of them casting calls. Everybody and their mama come out. I was like, yes, Kandi, that's what you need to be focusing on, boo. Don't you worry about these trifling hoes. I love that she has a nice little team, but that Don Juan character, he is like, he be sucking on lemons. He's such a negative Nancy. Everybody, why is it that every time there's an audition on TV, everybody bad? Kandi called everybody to a spa day, which I thought was nice, and she was footing the bill. Okay, girl. So she calls everybody to the spa day so that she can ultimately apologize. Nene got a phone call. She was like, none of the girls apologized to me, but I got a phone call from the queen, Brandon. How he got my number, I don't know, because I'm very private. Bitch, don't nobody want your number. Don't nobody care. Fast forward through the massages and the toes and the booty. Phaedra, girl, for real. And we're gonna go to tea time because this is where the real tea, this is where it got messy. So Kandi, she apologized and she was like, look, my bad. I was out of pocket. I'm sorry, but I was amped. Boom. Messy ass Kenya had to ask, well, what happened after I left? Because I feel I had to loop, even though I shouldn't have left, but let me know what happened. So after everybody went through everything again, Cynthia, she wanted to speak because she felt as though I need to say something else so I don't look like no punk. Silence. Y'all remember from Barton, silence. So they brought the tape back and Mallory did push on Kenya. She did a slight little boop. Boop. It was a lot of back and forth with Kandi and Cynthia that I didn't really care for. It was just a lot of yin 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 yin. They both talk with their hands. They're both loud. And Cynthia, she just needs to own up that she was messy and she shouldn't have been talking. And she did say that in her confessional that from now on, I'm not going to say nothing else about Todd. That's right. You don't do that. You hush. You be quiet. If you hear some tea, you just wipe it up. Don't go spilling it everywhere else. Just wipe it up, especially if you are known to be messy. Just be quiet. Kandis, same for her. She said, hey, I was turned up. I'm sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But don't have your fingers in my Facebook. That amped me up. Don't do that. Have y'all noticed Phaedra? She always got a great transition line. I loved Phaedra this whole episode, from her faces to her transitions. Good girl. Loved it. Then she brings up Brandon and the whole Apollo thing. She don't know what happened. She don't know why her husband did it. Her husband even said, I don't even know why I did it. You know, Kenya wanted to say something, and she was just waiting for Phaedra to open up her mouth. When Kenya started talking, she was like, I don't know if it was another one of those prison things. Everybody was rolling their eyes. I loved in the confessional when Phaedra said, that's old news, slut. Then it was Nene versus Kenya. First of all, Nene was mad that Kenya was late, and Kenya jumped up to do whatever she was gonna do to Natalie. We don't know what was going to happen. We did see that he yanked her arm, but ain't nobody checking for Kenya. They could care less what Christopher Williams did. Maybe he had a Halle Berry flashback. We don't know. Nene was like, are you jumping out that seat with that diaper on? I died because I'm sitting here like, boo-boo, girl, you didn't look no better in your frilly McFrilly outfit. What? Nene, you need to hush. Every 5 minutes talking about it's somebody else's fault. It's your fault for having that messy ass party that you knew everybody was gonna be upset about. Kenya, she was trying so hard to tell everybody, no, I was just walking across the hotel room. You were just gonna walk across the hotel room. Like, did something drop? Did something spill? Was somebody having an asthma attack? Why were you walking across there? No, because Natalie said something and you want to bop bop. That's what you want to do. Bop bop. Bop bop. Kevin Hart. That's what you want to do. But either way, this was just a messy episode. Oh my God. I can't wait till the reunion. Fast forward to the reunion, honey. I cannot wait for that. But next week, there's supposed to be some type of ball or something that's happening. And it's going to be Nene versus Uncle Ben. Can't wait for that. But down below, I want to know, who did you think was in the wrong? Who did you think was in the right? And honey, if somebody pushes you slightly on your arm, it's going to pop off. Let me know. Will it pop off or will you turn down? Turn down for what? What you going to do? If you do reviews, please send them to me. I'm checking out some reviewers. But off the top of my head, I want you guys to check out Jamila TV. She has dope reviews. I love her reviews on the SWV show. I believe she does the Braxtons and Real Housewives. So check her out. She's really funny. Her voice is awesome, the way she articulates, but she's still funny. And it's like, oh my God. So check her out. She's real dope. Be sure to subscribe to her and be sure to send me your reviews if you're a reviewer, and I'll be sure to check you out, and I'll be doing some more shout outs in an upcoming video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.